thing you're going to want to do. What?
I didn't have the audio on.
Shut up. Are you serious?
I'm serious. That's my fault.
Well, is it on now?
Yes, it is.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to redo all that because Mr. Urbina sucks at helping me with this stuff. So again, all the signs that you saw me mouthing earlier were from the Dollar Tree. This 14, I believe it's 14 inches. Yes, 14-inch wreath is from the Dollar Tree. You will also need these mesh. Make sure it's mesh, not tulle. Mesh, because that's what I'm using to work with. So you can get these at Dollar Tree. They're not as thick as you see the ones here, but they do sell them there. At the Dollar Trees that I went to, they happen to be selling the Christmas ones, so I wasn't able to find any Halloween colors I was looking for. And also at, I believe it was Michael's. Yes, I went to Michael's and I saw that the Halloween ribbon was already 40% off, but Michael's always has a coupon, so you can find some good deals there too. And let's see, I got a big stack of these at Michael's as well. And some glue sticks. And what I was saying about the wire cutters, just so it's not confusing. I had originally purchased these at Michael's, but these were really, really hard to work with, so I don't recommend getting those. These that I got, they're like these little fish-shaped wire cutters that are pretty sturdy. I got these at like Home Depot, I think for like 15 bucks. So that's gonna be more what you're looking for this kind of project. So as you saw, I think hopefully in the picture earlier, that was in this corner, we're gonna be using that wreath as an inspiration to do this one. So I am gonna cut this wreath in half and we are gonna glue it on the back of this, and we're kind of gonna do the same concept for that. So I usually like to do these projects because it helps me relax, so hopefully you guys feel the same way. I like to this is my time to unwind, this is my time to think about something else, my time to be creative, something people don't always have time for. And especially with things like this, I feel like people are being more creative now than they ever have been because some people do have the time to actually do this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you're also gonna need some really good scissors. I have fabric scissors. I mean, you can use whatever scissors you want. I just feel like fabric scissors are a lot sharper. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my glue gun so it can start heating up.
So auxiliary Hillary's in the house.
What's up, Hillary? Oh, and I want to give a shout out as well since she's in the house. One of my good friends, Hillary, she was the one that was blowing up all of our group chats one day, showing us all these cute fall wreaths that she was making. And so she kind of inspired me to want to look into some wreath designs and be inspired. Although I'm not like a huge fall fan as far as like decorations and stuff, I kind of skipped that holiday. I do like Halloween, so that was the first one. The picture that you saw was the first one I had ever made, so thank you, Hillary, for inspiring me to do this project in the first place. So let's begin. All right, so with this, I don't know if you can see it from there, but this wreath has like a bar in the middle. So you're just gonna follow this line right here. So on this end, we're gonna cut on this side of the bar, and on this bottom end, we're gonna cut on this side of the bar. So one side has a solid bar split in the middle. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that. Yeah, I hope everyone's Tuesday's going great. For some reason, I feel like this week is taking forever. It should be Thursday already, and I'm already over it. It's just been one of those days. And plus, I have a friend that's getting married this weekend, so I'm super excited and looking forward to that because it's going to be nice to hang out with everyone that I hadn't seen in a while, dance, and just, you know, have a good time. Who doesn't want to do that?
Steven said chingona squad.
What's up? This is actually for Anai, who Laura and I would work out with, she did a, is it called pro body, or I'm not sure what the exact term for it is.
I'd say like a bodybuilding competition.
Yeah, she did a bodybuilding competition. I can't remember what division she was in at the top of my head, but she, that was like kind of like her group name. So this was the Chingona Squad supporting her that day. So that's where this shirt came from. But I do like it. I never knew what Chingona meant until I started seeing her post about it. I'm like, oh, okay, that just means like a badass girl. So I'm down with that.
We'll forgive you because you're only half Mexican.
It doesn't matter. It's all Latin based, yo. Ah! Okay. So that's done. Now it's cut in half. So now hopefully...
Libra says he's going to have to pay attention because he needs to make one of these since all the Halloween decorations over there suck.
Well, next time if we have enough time, because I feel like if we were to send it now, Halloween would like be way past by the time it would get to him. Okay. So now what we're going to do is turn this board over. And don't mind all this extra glitter. They always come like that. I just, at the end of the project, I have to just clean it up and make it look a little bit cuter. So, okay, let's see. I always like to put the solid end closer to the edge of the board. So I'm going to lay that here and kind of figure out how I want to space it out. And same thing with here, have the solid end on this bottom part. Space it out here. So now you're just gonna glue the heck out of this thing. Because even the parts that are lifted, you don't want that hitting your door or your glass wherever you're planning on placing it. So I always make sure I put hot glue there so it kind of gives it like a softer texture to hit. So let's start on that. I think the glue gun's ready. Let's test it out. Let's start on this end. Do you guys have any favorite Halloween movies? I heard that the Hocus Pocus movies were going to be coming back, so I hope that's a thing. But I just don't know how they're going to come back after all this time. That's kind of the only thing I'm not 100% sure about. Is anyone saying anything? Oh, shit.
Steven said Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs? I guess I never considered that a Halloween movie, but it is kind of like a horror thriller kind of movie. Is that the one with Helen Hunt? Is that her name? Is it with Helen Hunt or was it with the redhead?
Pretty sure it's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer. That's her name?
I don't know.
No?
I'm not
I'm pretty sure it's Helen Hunt. Michelle Pfeiffer is the one that was in
And Hillary says Hocus Pocus should be on Disney Plus.
Oh, heck yeah. I definitely feel like I've seen this meme go around where it was like when you were younger, you always wanted to be...
Ah, that's right, Jodie Foster.
Oh, Jodie Foster. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's right. It's kind of hard because they were all like big at that time, so they all, not that they look the same, but it's easy to kind of mix them up. When I was younger, I always wanted to be the blonde Sanderson sister. I can't think of her name at the moment. I always wanted to be her because I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty and she can sing. And now I feel like I'm more like Bette Midler, and I'm just like, not that I hate everyone, but I'm just more of like a kind of attitude. That's okay. Add another glue there. I just want to have you know earlier, Elroy forgot to turn my audio on, so I was talking in silence. So I bet that looked funny.
Weaver says any Hocus Pocus and any Tim Burton film.
Oh, I think my favorite that I never get tired of is Nightmare Before Christmas. But I feel like that's also like a Christmas movie. It's kind of, I don't know if that's kind of cheating because it's a movie for 2 holidays, but hey, whatever works. But if I had to pick like a real scary movie, it'd probably be what I want to do is watch all of the Conjuring, Annabelle, Nun movies like in order, not how they were released, but like in order. I think that'd be cool. I heard that they're supposed to make another La Llorona movie because the first one, not to be mean, but it was kind of a joke. It was more funny than actually scary in my opinion. But I'm also a big horror fan, so things don't scare me as much, or not scare me, but like it has to be really, really, really scary for me to be like, oh dang, that was good.
Hillary says, any costume ideas for Halloween this year?
Costume ideas. For actual Halloween, if that's gonna happen, I still don't know if that's gonna happen. I had wanted. Oh no! Hold on. I need to redo that. It tricked me. I thought I was ready. I wanted to do a scary clown, but I mean like scary. Like I was looking at prosthetics, but I think that might be a little out of my realm. Like I love watching YouTube videos on like FX makeup and stuff like that. Not that I'm any good at it, but I would like to dip my hand in that one day, but that might not be this year. So I found some, where was it at? I'll have to look up the website again. I think it was Oriental Trading or something like that, but I found some weird looking clown costumes that weren't necessarily scary, but I know if I like had the right wig, did the right makeup, that I could probably make it look scary. So that's kind of what I want to do. Elroy's just kind of like, I'm gonna wear dark clothes and hide and go boo. So, well, not boo, but he actually hides and like runs after people and stuff like that. So unless he wants to let me put clown makeup on him, but I doubt that because he has a thing about putting makeup on his face. So we will see. That would be a to be continued topic. Do you guys have any costume ideas for this year?
Hillary said, like, it's scary.
Oh, I wanted to do Pennywise last year, but I feel like since that was like the movie of the year, everyone was doing it, so I didn't want to just be another Pennywise. I'm going to wait for it to die down a little bit, and then I'll come out with my own.
I was also joking around and putting in messages where, like, you can play your the day's coming up.
Ah, God dang it, man.
I was putting in some messages where it says, like, you can play around with a magic 8-ball in the chat, and I said, will Rocky mess up? And it said, outlook good. And it says, Lyra said, I'm confident in Raquel. Only way she messes up is if Elroy tries to help. We have past events.
Yeah, that's true. A long time ago, Elroy tried to help me with the project, and I nearly broke up with him that day. No, I'm just kidding, I didn't. But,
Hillary says she hates class.
yeah, then you might not want to come over, Hillary. I think I tried scaring Hillary one time because I dressed up as Annabelle, and I think I was trying to hide before she got there or something like that. I can't remember 100%, but I can't remember if I scared her or not. But I wasn't like the legit Annabelle because I couldn't find a redheaded wig, and I was blonde, so I just looked like a creepy doll kind of thing. Alright, so right now in this project, I got one side done. It looks like it's partially dry, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it, make sure, but like that's kind of what you're going to be looking for. Oh, sorry, too high. That's what you're going to be kind of looking at right now. So now I'm going to work on the other side to move that part down.
And Hillary said, oh my god, every Halloween, you scare me or try to.
Yeah, that's just my thing. I'm just that friend. I'm just trying to keep you young, being scared. I think I saw a study that is good for your heart, and I had to convince my parents, like, I'm doing it to keep you young, not to be mean. So.
She also said last time you did that, you got slapped hard.
Oh, yeah, I did. But it's okay. It was worth it. Right. Oh, no. Okay. Are your holidays gonna look different this year? Like, I feel like Halloween's kind of like the tester, but the big ones are gonna be like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, and I don't know if people actually plan on hanging out or if everyone's just gonna kind of keep it small, maybe just stick to their families, or how's gonna work. That's gonna be kind of weird, because especially for the holidays, I'm used to going to like maybe 3 or 4 Thanksgivings and all that stuff. So this is gonna be a weird year for sure. Okay, so right now, like I said before, I'm just gluing the other side of the wreath, metal wreath. So the last time I tried, I did this side and then this side, but this one kept coming undone. So I'm just gonna do one at a time and let it dry and then move on, because I think it'll work out better that way. Shoot, okay.
Yeah, you said they were going all out for Christmas, lighthouse and decoration wise.
Oh, who said that?
Annie.
It is on. I'm gonna be like Cindy Lou. No, not Cindy. Martha Mayhew. It's gonna be on. No, but Annie always has nice outdoor decorations. So. Has anyone picked up any new talents since, maybe not talents, but new hobbies since everything started? Hold on. Can't forget grape juice. For my birthday this year, I had a charcuterie night with all my girlfriends. It was so much fun, but I have all this wine that I bought after I drank, like, I don't know, I think we finished like 8 or 10 bottles that day. So now I have all this wine that I had bought under the influence, so I need to start getting through those, because apparently the ones that we had gotten were I don't know if she had said organic, but they are made in such a way that they don't have a long shelf life, so they're, I guess, more fresh. They don't have as much preservatives in them. So I had to remind myself, like, gotta drink it now or it's gonna go bad, and I don't want it to go bad without having some of it. So, just not trying to be wasteful.
And Hillary says she doesn't know how it goes. You usually go to Chris's grandma's ranch, but it doesn't look promising. She also said crafting and a cry cut, CRI cut.
Cricket.
But I don't think that's how you spell cricket, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, girl, maybe you can help me with this. I got this cute cup for my birthday. You can put my name on it. Just put my name on everything. I don't care.
And then Leroy said he was hoping to throw a Halloween party at one of the pubs, and Thanksgiving I'm inviting people over for dinner, but might need to call it something else.
Mm-hmm.
And Xmas is weird because they look weird when it's 100 degrees outside. The decorations.
Oh my
don't
god,
match
I
up
didn't think
to
about
the
that. That's like Christmas in July for them. Yeah, I don't know about Christmas this year either, because last year we had so much fun hosting a party, but I don't think we'll be able to host nearly as many people as we did. Like, just to be safe, like, I don't think we'll be able to host as many people as we did last time. So, I'm still trying to figure that out, if it's smart to do it, because I don't want to be, as bad as I want to do it, I don't want to be irresponsible. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't want to be irresponsible, so.
Hillary said yes, she can do monograms. Definitely, we'll do that.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna take you up on that. We're supposed to have a, my cousin's bachelorette party, so maybe if they want to do cups or something, we'll shoot some business your way, girl. Okay, I'm just waiting.
I'm not sure how that spells out cricket.
It's not like an actual cricket. Like, it's not the bug cricket. It's just their way of spelling cricket. I don't know how to explain it. It is what it is.
English language is dumb.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this because I think I'm good with the glue until later on. So I'm just going to wait for that part to dry. But yeah, Elroy's sister was also talking about a business Halloween party that they host, and that she wanted to invite us to if that was something that was going to happen. And for that, I don't know if any of you guys watched The Warriors, but there's like a group of a baseball gang, and Elroy has like the perfect stature and hair for this one particular character. So I was trying to convince him to paint his face, and I'd already found the costume online. But again, I don't know if that's going to happen, so I don't want to like get all this stuff for nothing. But he would have been that, and they had like a girl version costume of it, so I would have been one of the other ones. So that was another costume idea I had in mind. I think last year, what did we do last year? We were like disco people. Some people thought I was Cher, and I was like, you know what? Sure, yeah. The only thing I didn't like about my costume was there was glitter everywhere. That was not said on Amazon, but it was a cute costume. It was actually really, really comfortable too. Okay, let me see, that's dry. Okay, just a little while longer, and then that should be dry, and then I'll pick it up and do the shake test to make sure nothing gets loose. Now this is, I might need your help on this part, Elroy, because to help me get all this stuff cut up.
This is your show.
Don't even! You better help me. Put it down below if you think Elroy should help me, since I'm there keeping him awake and making sure he's safe from the scary video games he has to play at night.
Until like 10.
Was that my fault? I have to get up early? How has everyone's week been so far?
Heather also says this is actually interesting to see because I do the round frame wreaths without any centerpieces.
See, I didn't think about this myself. It didn't just come to mind. I actually was kind of YouTubing. Like I said, after I saw your wreaths, I'm like, okay, let me get some wreath ideas. And I came across one on Pinterest, and then it led me to a YouTube channel. And that's when the girl had mentioned that. I'm like, dang, look, I never thought about that. That was actually a good idea. Because imagine how big of a wreath you would have to buy for something like this if you were to put that in the middle with the whole thing around it. And then you'll be there freaking forever doing this little stuff. And yeah, I can see that taking a while. Like the last time I made this, but like not knowing what I was doing, I think it took me probably like a couple of hours. But now that I kind of have the hang of it, I think I don't think it'll take me as long as it did last time. Okay, I think that part's done. So this is what you should have at the end of it. So that's what it looks like head on. So I think it's good. All right, so now that part's done, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it face down. Now we're gonna start cutting up. So I'm gonna do 3 different styles. So with these, I'll show you the first one, but this is what it's gonna look like. So you're gonna be doing the same thing, but 3 different ways. So the first one, I kind of just eyeball it, but you're gonna cut approximately like 9 inches. So I have these already cut to 9 inches, so I'm just kind of use that to help guide me. So my thumb plus a little extra. Hold on a second, I need something to hold this because that's getting annoying.
Hillary said that's the only disadvantage with the round frame. It takes forever.
Yeah, round frame does take forever. But it's also good like when you're wanting a project to kind of like lose yourself in. I'm like, okay, I don't mind it. I don't feel like it actually takes a long time. It's all the prepping that takes a long time. Okay, so 2 of those. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the black because that's gonna be a little annoying too. Like I said. Oh, sorry, you didn't hear me because Elroy didn't have the audio on, but I couldn't find the black in this size, so I had to find it in this like gargantuan roll. So what I do with this one is I still cut about 9 inches and I just kind of keep folding it in half. So it's not going to be exactly the same thickness, but you're just about. So you'll be pretty close to it.
And Hillary asks, so 9 inches on the ribbon. What about the mesh? How many inches do you do?
9 inches on the mesh as well. So everything is 9 inches. And I do 9 inches on the ribbon because I still cut off some, so even, oh shoot, that's not cut off yet. So even though it's this long, I usually do the ducktail. So I fold it in half and I'll cut it like this, so it kind of makes it shorter depending if I mess up or not. So I give myself some extra room for that. Okay, fold that in half.
She said, do you fishtail the ribbon?
No, I do not fishtail the ribbon. I'll show you what I do with the ribbon in just a second. That's the only hard part with the long one, is that it doesn't come out like in perfect rectangles, but it's close enough. Okay. Like I said, so since this isn't like the exact size of this, I believe this is 22 inches long. So I fold it in half to give me 10. So this should be about 10 inches. And then I fold that in half again to give me about 5 inches. So that way these are all roughly the same size. Not perfect, but roughly. Okay. Now I have enough to at least make my pattern, so that way you guys know how to follow along. So I forgot to mention this earlier, but with the pipe cleaners, what I do is I get a stack like this, I fold it in half like this, and then I just cut it up the middle. So then they should be about yay long. Okay? So you're gonna do 3 different bundles. Okay, that's what we'll call these. 3 bundles. So the first bundle is gonna be 2 purple together. They're gonna look like this once you're done. So how you fold that is, okay, so this is the 9 inches and this is the 5 inches. So you're gonna roll up alongside the 5-inch side. Fold it up like a little flauta, okay? Hold that with your finger. Then you're gonna do the second one. Fold that up. So you're gonna have this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of pinch these 2 together, maybe make a little X so they're not just like laying on one on top of another. And then you're gonna get your pipe cleaner, run it through the middle. Okay, and what I like to do just to make sure it's nice and tight is once I pinch it, I fold it and I pull, and then I twist it like that so it's nice and tight. And then that's what you get, something like that. So you're gonna have, later on we'll kind of fluff it, but what are you doing? You gotta tell me what I'm doing because I can't see what I'm doing.
Bring it closer.
Okay. So I'm bringing it closer. So this is what it's gonna look like. So like I said, I fold it like this after I made the little flauta shapes, run it through, pinch it, and then I twist it. So that's gonna be one set of bundles you're gonna make. So you're gonna make a purple, you're gonna make one that's just black. So just 2 black little flauta looking things. Like that. Pinch. Where did I put it? One of these. Fold. Sorry, I work better with this hand. Twist. And there's your black one. Okay, the last one's going to be the only one that has 3 when you incorporate the ribbon. So again, you're going to roll up 2 black ones. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Okay. So that one.
What did you say about which side to roll up and which side not to roll up?
You're gonna roll alongside the 5-inch side. So you're gonna roll it long ways, if that makes sense. Did that make sense? So if the ribbon's like this, like imagine this is the 5 inches and this is the 9 inches, you're gonna wanna roll it up like that. Okay, so if that makes sense. All right, so now I got the 2 black ones, and then I'm gonna get the ribbon and kind of just pinch it and place it on top. And then make sure the ribbon is on top of your bundle. So you're gonna get your pipe cleaner and place it on top and around, so it's not on the bottom. So you wanna twist down here, okay?
Maybe I was wondering how the banana bread turned out. You missed it.
Let me pause one moment. Let me show you how much banana bread is left. Oh, I'm sorry, Bear. I'm sorry. I did not mean to hit your foot. I didn't know you were right behind me. Okay, let me go get that banana bread. Can you see it? This is how much banana bread was left. It was as long as this whole thing. So that's how much your brother has had in 2 days.
I'd be in trouble if I ate it. I'd be in trouble if I didn't eat it.
Okay. So now we have those bundles. I'm gonna go ahead and make another set of black ones, because black is gonna be, the 2 black ones are gonna be the ones you make more of. These are gonna be more of like the accent pieces. So I'll show you the pattern right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a couple more just so that way we have a good start to the wreath. Because again, the prepping is a part that takes the longest, so that's probably my least favorite part. I just like putting it all together. I don't like all this part, but I also, once it's done, it's all worth it. Get my grape juice, put it right there.
You're just gonna chew on those grapes?
Hmm?
You're just gonna chew on those grapes?
Mm-hmm. I need my fruit for the day. It doesn't matter if it's fermented or not. It's fruit. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put that off to the side. It's also easier because when I did this project the first time, I was able to count how many pieces I needed. So that way I wasn't just wasting material and making stuff I didn't even need. So that, I feel like doing it this way also kind of helps. So again, I'm just cutting it at half, and then I'm going to cut it in half again and make it 4 pieces out of this. Is anyone excited for football? I'm not like a huge football fan, but at least some kind of normalcy is coming back. I know people watch hockey as well. I feel like hockey and those kind of things are just way better in person, even though sadly now the Rampage over here in San Antonio isn't a thing anymore. I did enjoy going to the games. They also had like a secondary name, or like on special holidays like Dia de los Muertos and stuff like that, they were called the Chimuelos. So that was kind of see that, what is it called? I'm blanking out.
Hockey?
No, not costume.
Jersey?
Not jersey. I'm blanking out. Anyways, it'll come to me in like 2 days, and then I'll let you guys know what I was thinking of.
You ever said he was till we lost the first game.
Oh, and hockey?
Football.
Oh, football.
And he said, what? The Rampage aren't a thing.
Not anymore. Not anymore. And you know what I kind of didn't like about that is they had really, really awesome jerseys, but they never had them on sale. You always had to win them. So I was like, that's kind of lame. Like, I'm sure you guys would sell a lot more money because not that people were not into the Rampage, but I just feel like the Chimuelo jerseys were just like really vibrant and just like super cool looking. So I'm not. I don't know how. I don't know what their marketing team was thinking about that, but it's kind of sad. Okay, so now I think I got enough to at least show more or less what the pattern of this is going to be. Now again, you can do this however you desire. I just really like how it came out the last time, so I like just to follow this pattern. Alright, so since the sign is black, I usually like to put the color closest to the sign to give it a little pop. So I'm going to go ahead and put a purple ribbon. So I'm going to put it, okay. You're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hold on. I'm holding it too high. Okay, you see this 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna wrap this around the second and third inner rings. So you're gonna, I don't know if it's gonna be hard to kind of tell what I'm doing, but I have the wires going on the outside of 2 and 3, and then I'm just gonna twist it like so. And then just push it as far to the end as I can. I'll tighten everything up and make it look cuter at the end, but just to get the idea, that's gonna be the first one. So you're gonna do a color, and then you're gonna do a black. So this is what your pattern is gonna be if you decide to go with this. If you want more color, if you want it to be like a totally different pattern, then go for it. But this is how I did it last time. I like the way it came out. I thought it was really cute. Okay, black. And then I add in the ribbon next. So I did purple, black, ribbon. These little pipe cleaners kind of hurt. If they get you like the right way, they like stab you like a freaking cactus. All right. And then you add one more black. And then you're just going to start the pattern off again and do another purple. So then I'll show you what it's going to look like in just a second. More or less what you're aiming for. And the reason why I also had orange, but I didn't want it to be too much orange and black personally. So that's why I decided to kind of throw that purple in there. I think a lime green would have looked really cool too, but purple just seemed right. Okay, so I'm gonna push that as far as I can. So this is kind of what you're gonna get so far. Like I said, at the end, that's when I'm gonna do like the ducktail cuts and kind of fix these up a little better, but that's what your pattern is gonna be. Again, it's gonna be the color, if you prefer it this way, color, black, ribbon, black, purple. So black's always gonna be the alternating color, or before the alternating color. Okay, put the other black in there. And now I'm just gonna kind of work on cutting up some more. So if you guys have any questions or if I missed anything, then just let me know and I'll explain. Or if you just have any like questions, it doesn't matter. It was funny today because this weekend I met up with my girlfriends. We went to go get our nails done before the wedding, and so I literally just got these done on Sunday. And since I'm in the construction field, I use my hands for a lot of stuff. Like, I'm not actually there with a hammer. Like, I'm not trying to like play it like I'm that kind of person, because I'm not.
Bob the Builder.
I'm not Bob the Builder. I just tell people what to do. But I was loading up some material that I was gonna need for tomorrow, because I'm gonna be installing fixtures and stuff like that. So I was loading it up, and when I had picked up a box, I swung around and I nicked something, and I broke my thumbnail, and I was like, no. And I mean, it was like barely hanging on. So I was just trying not to use my hand the rest of the day. And as soon as I got home, I got some Gorilla Glue. I was like, glue that stuff back because I need it for this weekend. As long as it lasts till this weekend, I do not care. But I don't have the time to get my nails fixed. So I've just been having really weird luck lately.
You were asked approximately how big the wreath will be.
The wreath will be? Like how big the sign is, or?
Maybe just the whole thing in general.
The whole thing in general? I mean, I feel like you'll be able to get a good visual once I get one side done. Then you'll see how full it looks, because right now it kind of looks like a little naked. I gotta kind of squeeze some more in there. But after I get that part done, that's when all fun stuff happens. But I got a lot of fun decorations. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I mean, I feel like the dollar store is kind of like the cheap Target, where you're just like, oh, I don't need it, but you just start buying stuff. So I have found these really cool like glitter skulls, so maybe I'll incorporate that. I don't know, but I got a few different colors and all that fun stuff. I also got some other cool ribbons, but I had just like the polka dot ones, but I had gotten this fun one for Halloween, and I got this really cute candy corn one, but the polka dots were just speaking to me. So that's that. But I want to say the wreath's about
I guess tall and
2
wide.
feet. I feel like the wreath's at least 2 feet tall and 1.5 feet wide. Oh, you wanna measure it?
Do you?
You wanna measure it, Bob the Builder?
Do you? It's yours, not mine.
Okay, give me the tape measure. I'll tell you right now if you want approximate measurements. All right, it'll be about, like I said, 2 feet. Let's see. I'm taking it from this end to about that end. That's about 16 inches. So, 1.5 feet. Almost 1.5 feet.
Yeah. Good math.
But still, eyeballing, yo.
You also said that, yes, impulse purchases are definitely a thing at the dollar store.
Yes. I even got Elroy like a manicure set deal because he's trying to grow out his beard and I absolutely hate it.
Good.
So I'm maintaining it by trimming it. So I was able to find that at the Dollar Tree. And they just have so many containers out there. And so I've also been watching a lot of Dollar Tree organizing tricks. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm about to be buying all these baskets and boxes. Like, do I really need them? I think so, but we'll see. See what happens. Come on, little straggler. And I'm not actually wearing prescription glasses. I just have, like I said, I've been having weird luck lately. And I just don't want anything flying in my eyes. So to protect my eyes, I'm wearing blue light glasses. So, in case y'all were wondering. Got these on Amazon. They were like a 3-pair, right?
Yes.
Super inexpensive. But I actually kind of like them. I thought it was kind of like, oh, this is fake. But there was a while at work where like my eyes were literally twitching like crazy, like I had an issue. So ever since I've been wearing the blue light glasses, like for work and just watching TV and then watching Elroy play games, like I haven't really had that issue since. So if that ever happens to you, I recommend getting them because I mean it's worth it.
And then you were said, haha, he got the perfect hair on his head. He doesn't deserve to have a great beard as well. That would be unfair. I got the Brillo pad on my head, so it's either one or the other.
Yep. He gets plenty of compliments anyways on his hair from everybody, so you don't need that. He can have the baby face for the rest of his life. Okay. Again, I'm just working right now just to kind of make a little stock for myself, so that way I'm not having to take so many breaks to make all this stuff. Purple. Oh, are you gonna help me out and cut some of these?
Cut them out.
Just cut them in half. Or those dumb green scissors I bought, because you can actually cut these with them.
The gray ones are gonna work?
Oh, they're right underneath here. Forgot they're holding it here. Cut those in half. Each. Okay.
Approximate or exact?
I folded them in half already, so just cut them in half. So who's watching right now?
I can't tell you. I can only tell you who's chatting.
Oh.
Unless they shout out that they're watching.
How many people are supposedly watching?
It says concurrently 3.
3. Okay.
We were at 5. We now are at 3.
Okay. So I got a couple of those, a couple of those. All right. I got a little bit to work
Feed
with.
to manage the stream, not work on it.
Okay, again, I'm just folding these up like little flautas. What did you guys have for dinner? Or if you had dinner yet, what did you guys eat? I feel like we kind of got later than we would have liked because we had our workout, so I kind of just made myself a salad real quick, but I really like La Madeleine tomato basil soup. So I had that with my salad. What did you eat, Elroy? You had cereal?
I did.
Elroy had cereal. So. Okay, so there's a purple bundle. I'll show you guys just one more time because I think I forgot to do it one more time. So again, I'm gonna fold this up like a little taquito flauta, whatever you want to call it. Fold the second one up. And then I'm going to get it in the middle, flip it, like this, pull, and twist. I twist probably like 2 or 3 times, but you'll be able to tell if it's good or not. So, like that. So I got a couple of purple, now I'll make a few black, and then some with the ribbon added on. I think I would have to make 2 before I gotta cut some more ribbon.
Weaver said I had a cheese and ham toastie and accidentally ate a treat for the rabbits because I thought it was a cookie.
I actually did that to my dad one time too. It was a dog biscuit, but I don't blame him. It looked like a straight up cookie because I think it was like a blueberry dog treat. It looked real good. I mean, I would have eaten it. So, no judgment. Was it at least good?
And Hillary says she's back. She had to step away for a little bit.
Probably to put Emma to sleep. When am I going to be seeing your YouTube live, Hillary? If you need any help, Elra's the one that kind of started this channel, so if you have any questions, I'm sure you can ask him.
Rocky can't even afford me. I'm getting paid by working for you. Then Hillary said had to put Emma to sleep, so I missed the combination of the mesh you were doing.
Okay, I'll go over that. I'm making some more right now, so I'll make sure to talk about that again.
And you already said, did I finish it? Yes. Was it good? No.
Nah.
And Hillary said starting next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, Hillary. Yeah, let me know so I can tune in. Thanks. Yeah, Hillary, that's what I was telling you. Auxiliary Hillary is going to be her channel. Mm-hmm. We were talking about that in Nashville, and it just like, it clicked. We're like, dang, it's a perfect name. Oh, okay, this one I'm going to add the ribbon too. So in case you missed this hill, I had done 2 of these little mesh bundles, wrapped them up in little flauta mesh black bundles into this. This purple one, you don't have to follow this exact color, you can use whatever colors you want, but I will talk about the pattern that I prefer to use. I also made some for purple, and then I did another pair of black, and then I added a ribbon in excuse me. So I kind of just put it as close to the middle as I could with the ribbon facing up. That's how I wanted it. So fold it and twist it. And like I said before, I twisted probably like 2 or 3 times, so that should be good enough for you. You got strong little hands, so.
Twist it, bop it, push it, pull it.
Go faster.
Boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats.
Boots and cats, boots and cats. Too bad you can't play music. I would be afraid to get in trouble or this get like deleted or blocked or however.
We can play music. It's just later on when we try to make a video of it, they're just gonna mute the audio.
I'm curious, how do y'all feel about the new WAP song? I think it's super catchy, but I've been watching everyone do the WAP dance, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna try it, even for shits and giggles, because I'm gonna break something.
I was watching another stream, and they were playing Ben Sharpio.
What's that?
Doesn't matter. He's just a guy who does not like the WAP song. So he got the lyrics and was reading it, but then they cut up the audio to make it seem like he was singing the song.
That's messed up.
It's just very funny.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go over...
Put it in the chat maybe if anybody is interested.
I'm going to go over the pattern again. So, to start off, what I had done in the beginning was I put the black closest to the sign, since this was, not the black. I had put the purple next to the sign since the sign was already black, so I wanted that little pop of color. So, now the last one I had put on was black, so I'm going to go from what I did the first time. So I'm going to start with purple. Need a little stand. There we go. Okay, so the pattern's going to be color, twist that, and then black's always going to be the alternating stuff, so black's going to be between every colorful piece that you put. So we got purple.
How you put the pipe cleaner?
Oh, in case you missed that part too. So with a pipe cleaner, there's 4 rings, okay? I put my wire through the 2nd and 3rd ring, and I tie it in the back. So, see if you can see it this way.
Inside or outside?
Let me get closer. Okay, so this is the back of the sign. So I run the wire out here and out here. So I'm outside ring 2 and 3. And then I twist it. Sorry, my hand's probably in the way so you can't really see what I'm doing, but you get the gist. Oh shoot, I still had some room. Hold on, I'm gonna move it real quick because I still had some room, so I don't want it to look all spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Your face is spacey. All right. Okay, so like I said, you have the purple, so you have color, black, and now we're gonna add the ribbon.
And Hillary asks, so you know how on the frame there's sections. How many mesh boys do you put per section?
Okay, let me see how many bundles I can count right now because I already just completed one. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 8 of them. Okay, so I did a ribbon. Now I'm going to do another black. And then I'm going to start it over again with a color. And just make sure you kind of keep pushing them off to the side. Sometimes I forget, and then like this last one, I tied it and I still had a gap to fill in. So I'm going to go ahead and put another purple. So now you can kind of see the idea I'm going for. It still doesn't look full now because I feel like it always looks better once you add in all the cute little decor and whatnot. So let's cut up some more ribbon because I didn't cut up enough. So let me count and see how much it took me to do one section. So I had 1, 2, 3 purples, 1, 2, 3, 4 blacks. And I had enough for 1, maybe 2 ribbons. So, okay. I just need to cut up some more black ones because that's the one I'm always going to need more of. Also, like, I don't know if you can see all the mess that's left behind, but that wouldn't happen if you had the right size. Like I said, since I didn't have the right size, it leaves more stragglers behind. Like, I don't know if you can see this up close. It kind of has like all these little frillies. You can trim them. I wish I had the right size because then I wouldn't have as much of that, but it is what it is, you know?
Heather says she has a hard time with the gaps because I don't like holes in it, which is why I was asking how many you do in each section.
Yeah, I don't like holes in it either, but I also try to leave room because I don't know if you had saw the decorations that I had bought, but I don't know if I'm going to use them yet, but I do have skulls and I have it in like purple, black, and orange, so I have that. And it's pretty cool because these actually, is this one? Hold on. They have light up eyes, so I thought that was really cool. See, they change colors too. Dollar Tree, I mean, like, great deal. And then what else did I buy at Dollar Tree?
You can say it looks good so far.
Thanks. I also got like these cute little pumpkins. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna use yet, but I kind of have everything. I have these like glitter spiders. I have them in green, orange, purple. And then I also bought these like gem looking spiders, but oh shoot. But these are more rings, but I figured I can just cut the ring part off and just use this for decoration, either on the sign or throughout the wreath itself. And then I had also bought just these plain little skulls to decorate with. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just kind of got it, so whatever calls to me, I'll use it. So, okay, let me cut out a few more things. Yeah, like I said, if there's anything that I missed, please let me know, because I know sometimes I just go through things and I think I say things and I don't, so. We had talked about this on Elroy's Twitch channel, but we were asking what was the last movie you had seen, like at the actual movie theaters, because we had recently went to go see Tenet at the theater, and I forgot what was the theater called. It was called Flicks. It was called Flicks. Never been to a Flicks, but I guess it's like a brand new theater here, and it's really nice. But I mean, I feel like all theaters have been updated since last year, so if they don't have recliners and they old.
It's kind of hard to get away with, no recliners nowadays. The adult movies usually that will do that.
Yeah, I feel like still the only one that I can think of that doesn't have that is Alamo Drafthouse. I feel like Alamo Drafthouse still has just like their tables with standard seats. Like I said, I mean, I've been cutting everything kind of to eye, but roughly when I measured out 9 inches, it was just a little more than what my thumb ended up, so that's kind of how I'm measuring it. But I plan on doing more arts and crafts in the future. Maybe not wreaths exactly. I had talked to Elroy about like all my old shirts. I had wanted to take a whack at making a quilt. So I'm not sure yet, but I also have friends that are expecting baby girls. So I was like, well, one of them knows she's having a girl, and the other one doesn't want to know the sex till they're born. But I do want to try my hand at making clothes for miniature people, aka babies. So that's also something I want to try out.
Hillary also said DT is the way to go. I had to buy a craft bin with all of my wreath materials.
What is DT?
Dollar Tree.
Oh, DT.
And Leroy said, yeah, you did talk about that. How was the movie?
What I had told Elroy was I'm not a fan of Inception. I can appreciate Inception, but it's just one of those movies I have to think too much. And I felt like this movie had a lot of action. It kept you engaged, but by the end of it, you're just like, okay, so does this... I don't want to spoil anything in case anyone wants to watch it. But like I said, Elroy loved it. I kind of had a different take on it, but at the end of it, it just makes you think a lot. So if you like this kind of movies, go for it. If you don't...
movies that cause us to think. Some of us enjoy Disney movies. Nothing
wrong with that. Don't be a hater.
Some of us enjoy My Spy. Some of us enjoy Tenet.
My Spy was a good movie. Don't even lie. You thought it was funny.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Some of us enjoy My Spy. Some of us enjoy Tenet.
I don't care what you say. I like cheesy movies. The cheesier the better.
So you like American cheese?
I like all cheese. Except blue. What are you doing?
You said you like cheesy movies. And I said so you like American.
Sorry if this part's like boring to you guys. This is, like I said, this is the part that takes the longest. And Elroy doesn't want to help me do this because he's being the cameraman. So whatever that means. It's just sitting there still. He's not actually holding it, so.
If you think you can run the camera behind the scenes.
If
you think you can run behind the scenes, then I'll run that.
I'm just gonna do a few more bundles of this, then. Or maybe you can help me at least wrap these up while I keep cutting. Can you do that?
Let me wrap it up. How much should I get paid?
Nothing. You're just supposed to do it. But do it right. Wait, were you for real gonna help me or no?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay.
I'll help you cut. I'm not rolling.
You'll cut
Fine, I'll roll.
or you'll roll. Tell me which one so I know what to do.
I'll roll.
Okay. Those 3 are ready to go.
I don't promise how good I'm going to do with this.
Do you need a reference so you know what it's supposed to look like? Ha! These lights are hot.
Damn.
What?
Backfire.
What?
Kind of just joking around using the magic 8 ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, should Rock pay Roy for his work? And it said, outlook, not so good.
I was like, do you want to wake up tomorrow morning? That's one thing I do want to get. I want to get like a craft table. Because I do need like an organizer deal. Because right now I have all my stuff in one big plastic bin. And I mean everything. Like I have tool. I have...
Should they be tight?
Yes.
Like very, very, very tight.
Like they need to look like this.
Saying roll very tight.
Like you go like... I mean like... Just do one and then I'll tell you if it's too tight or too loose. That's fine. Okay. So I got one. Let me cut about 4 of these so I can just have some handy.
So that's fine.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect.
Yeah, let's twist.
Twist, pull, no, wrap, pull. And then pull the thing and then twist tightly. So that way you're getting as much of the material as you can. What are some YouTube videos that you guys like to watch? Like, besides like funny memes and stuff that people send. Perfect. Alright. We'll just put the little pile right there and then I'll
Would you
just
like to
pick it.
talk more about the game last night?
The game? Oh, I don't remember what it's called though.
Amnesia, a machine for pigs.
So Elroy's been playing this game called Amnesia, a machine for pigs. He had played this other one and it was scary, but it was more like suspenseful scary. Like you would kind of see something like walking by and it was like, oh crap. Well, this one in particular, I'm not sure what the synopsis of it is yet, because at the beginning it's like everyone has amnesia, so you're kind of following along the story, following the clues and figuring out, okay, what did happen, so that way you know what to look for, what room to find, blah blah blah. So this particular one that we were playing had mentioned that they had created something, and it kept talking about pigs specifically, and their creation, and how people are just like pigs and awful and yada yada yada. So sorry, let me get this cut real quick. Kind of going off the table here. This thing's so long.
Hillary said DIY videos.
I do the same thing. I watch a lot of makeup tutorials, some like actual makeup, some special effects makeup. I watch cooking, baking. That's how I ended up making a lot of masks. I watched a lot of YouTube videos and I took a whack at making masks when all this stuff started happening. So, watch that too. What other YouTube videos? Oh my gosh, for a while I was really hooked to organizational videos. Like those would help me put me to sleep because I felt like it was just therapeutic to watch people organize. So, I was watching those for a while too.
You know what else is therapeutic? Actually doing the things that they say about organizing.
Yeah, but if you got time to do it. Most of the time I don't. Okay. I think I cut enough in the meantime, so let's go with that.
And Hillary said she gave up makeup tutorials. That contouring is hard.
I know why she's saying that, but I'm not going to embarrass her. That was hilarious. Yeah, makeup is hard. I think I only did, I think of all the times you've ever seen me do my makeup, I never really wear eyeshadow. I still don't even know how to do the cat eye, because I just personally don't think I have the right eye shape to do it, because it always just looks weird. I end up looking like a drag. So, nothing against drags. I can't pull it off. It doesn't look right on me. I mean, if you know me, I even tried doing like this stupid lip plumper, and I look like a freaking botched episode. It was bad. So if anyone happens to watch this after the fact and y'all are thinking about getting one, don't be watching TV trying to lip plump at the same time, because then you're gonna come out looking like freaking baboon's butt.
And Hillary said my Maleficent episode.
Yeah, your Maleficent episode. Oh, or I didn't get to go to that Halloween. I think you're already out of town by then, but oh my gosh, when Hillary dressed up as Maleficent and people were like, oh my god, are those real horns? You kind of just look at them like, okay, you really think someone like put in freaking 5-6 inch horns in their head? Like, you're right, okay. Like, Hillary could have gone toe to toe with an Amazonian 6-foot tall woman, like, no joke. I was kind of scared, but that was fun. 6th Street, good old days. But I forgot, I didn't drink a lot that night because I tried, but for whatever reason people kept putting their hands into my drinks because they would be dancing, and then put their hand in my drink. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna drink that anymore, because again, 6th Street, I don't know where your hands touched. You probably touched the rail where people peed on. I don't know. But that was a lot of fun. I think that was probably one of the best Halloweens ever. That was for the books.
She said, right, idiots. No, I grew them overnight.
Okay. Can you wrap up these? Two. Has anyone's week felt really slow so far? Like, I feel like today should already be Thursday. So much has already happened. It's so little time.
Oh, you didn't finish Amnesia. You didn't finish Amnesia.
Oh, I didn't finish talking about Amnesia? Oh, my bad. So, sorry. Going back to the game that Elroy's playing. So, there was this one part in the game where, I mean, Elroy gets scared quicker than I do, because I think he's looking at every single little thing, and I'm kind of looking at a whole, but I'm also kind of like on my phone, so I'm half paying attention, I'm not paying attention. And then it starts getting interesting it always starts getting interesting once you're like in the middle of the story, right? So now I'm really paying attention, like, okay, I think you need to go here, okay, I think you need to go there, because it's kind of like free roll where you're supposed to, like, it leads you to the right place, but you could also kind of like divert and go somewhere else and kind of waste time there. So you kind of try to go, maybe not the fastest route, but just finding what you need to find and getting out of there as soon as you can, so you can go on to the next chapter. But the particular chapter that he was in, I think you're at a train station, right, or something like that. You're in some kind of mechanical room, and all of a sudden you hear like animal noises. So you're like, oh shit. So it's supposed to like let you know like nearby something's gonna be popping out. So I'm telling him like, you have a little lantern. I barely light up anything. And I'm like, stop using the little lantern because I'm sure you're not supposed to. But I can't see anything. I can't see anything. So okay, fine. So he's using his little lantern, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like some hybrid of an animal that was like half dog, half pig, half I don't know what the hell, but it was scary as hell. And I'm pretty sure in the video, I like my whole body shook, and I was like, ah! And
Number pig.
yeah, I probably shouldn't have been watching him play because it was hard for me to go to sleep last night, but it was kind of interesting. Like, I've always grown up watching video games because that's something my brother always did. So even though I wasn't allowed to play, I don't mind watching games because I actually enjoy it because that's what I used to do. So I've always been a fan of video games, and as far as playing them, I've always liked playing them too because whatever he did, I always wanted to do as well. So that's just one of those like guilty pleasures, like whenever you got the time, that's what I like to do. There was this one time that we were hanging out at Hillary's house, and I don't think I told you this already, and Dina brought her old school Wii. Like, I still have my Wii, but my controllers were fried because I left the batteries in there too long, and they were battery eroded, and I couldn't salvage them, like they were done. And it was just going to cost too much to replace the parts and stuff. So Dina brought her game over to Hillary's, and she had this like Harry Potter game, so we're watching Hillary play, and Hillary has to do like these certain motions to do like Leviosa and stuff like that. Oh my god, it was like a dream come true. I was like, this is the best game ever. I always feel like the old classic games, like don't get me wrong, like today's games, it's just like I can appreciate the art behind it because it's like, dang, like these people actually look real, or it's just like graphics of it compared to like what we were probably used to growing up. It's just so advanced now, but nothing beats those games. And I know Wii's probably not like old school, but that's like the new old school, if that makes sense, or if that's a thing, new old. Like it was like PlayStation, and then it was like, dang, Wii was like the hot thing on the market. You know what I mean?
Hillary said, laughing my ass off, it was the best game.
It was, because I remember I would get mad at Hillary because Hillary was picking up the wrong potion. I'm like, Hillary, it's this one. And so she has to like pick it up and then like pour it, and it was cool. But I think the best ones were the games that Wii actually comes with, and that was the sword fighting, the tennis, the sports game. I have a video somewhere in my Snapchat, and me and Hillary are playing the sword game, and Dina's recording us, and me and Hillary, like as fast as we can, we're both like it's freaking tiring. Yeah, it gets everywhere. I'll do these.
And she said, we need to play it again. Graphics have changed dramatically.
Yeah. I want to. I have the Switch now, and I saw that they had a Legos version of Harry Potter, and I was thinking about getting it, but I wanted to look into it more because I didn't want to think that it was like Dina's game and be disappointed. So I need to do a little more research before I purchase anything else. But that game's super easy to bring over, so if you ever have a game night, or if you guys want to come over here, we can definitely do that. Don't forget these. You still got these. I think with all the ones that we're making right now, we'll be able to finish one side.
One.
Mm-hmm. I told you this takes a while. I told you.
What about your Twitch experience?
What about my Twitch experience?
You actually playing on Twitch yourself?
Oh, so Elroy plays this game called Fall Guys. I don't really know how to explain Fall Guys.
It's like Wipeout.
It's like Wipeout as a game, but it's also kind of like Little Big Planet if you ever played Little Big Planet. And you just play with a bunch of random people online. And so I watch him play it, and I mean, it seems simple enough. So I tried it one day. Oh my gosh, like you would have thought I needed anger management. Like I was about to break his freaking monitor. I could do it in real life better than those little jelly bean looking people. But it was fun. I definitely would do it again.
Have to let people
Hydrate.
know when you're playing and what our channel is. So we'll have to let people know when you're playing and what our channel is.
Yeah, I think I'll already put all of our channel links because he's more into gaming, so that's kind of his forte, and I just kind of jump in every now and then when I feel like it. And this is kind of more my forte, is just doing more arts and crafts and baking and just trying stuff out. Like I had made
Hillary said Christopher wants the new PlayStation. And I'm like, since when do you play games? Apparently before we started dating.
You know what? I don't think it's worth it to get the PlayStation 5. Is it really going to be worth it?
I haven't looked much into it.
I don't think it's going to be worth it. There's plenty of games to play on the 4 still. And I just honestly think as a console, it looks really, really weird.
So what?
I just think it looks weird.
As a what?
Console. What did you hear me say?
Console.
Console.
You said, of course it's worth it.
Meh.
What are your opinions?
On what?
PS5.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me to say because I'm a classics kind of person. Like, you've only gotten me into other games just by sheer, okay, fine, I'll do it kind of thing. But I still feel like there's just so much games to play on the PS4. And with this model, I don't know. It's kind of like the phone. I'd wait till the 6 comes out and then I would get the 5. That's what I would do. But you know what I have been needing really bad that I need to do some research on? I've been needing a new laptop, like super bad. So if there's any recommendations out there, because mine's about like, what, 10 years old now?
Something like that.
I mean, my Mac still works just great. It's just a little slow because I got like a bazillion pictures on it. Because I think I have like old videos that I made on my Movie Maker app and all that kind of jazz. But I'm sure if I were to take it off, it would run a lot faster. But I kind of don't want to lose all that memory.
Hillary said, same. I'm fine with Mario Kart.
Yep, me too. Like, I do want to find new games, like, I don't know, like, I wish they would bring back, when I was a kid, I played Sly Cooper too. It was like a raccoon that was a thief, but was like a good thief, a good guy thief. And, what other games did I play? Crash Bandicoot, but we already kind of played that game. We already played Spyro. Man, I used to also play with my brother computer games. Like we did aviation simulations and I guess something similar to Call of Duty, but I was never good at it. And then I would always play Mortal Kombat, but I've just never been good at Mortal Kombat. I can't remember combos like that, and it always kicks my butt, so I just get flustered, and I just rather not play it. So, well, for Christmas, my mom did get me a, what do you call it? Like a Sega Genesis, what was that word you used? You used a certain word for it.
It's not an emulator, but it's like just like a little mini computer dressed up as a Sega Genesis that holds about 30 games.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like old school games. Like I love playing. Is it called Galactica with the ships and you're shooting aliens or something? Is that Galactica?
Always known it as Galaga.
Galaga. Okay.
Galaga.
I think it has Galaga. I think it also has Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim was my shit. I loved Earthworm Jim. But then when we tried playing it, you literally have like 3 buttons to press that almost do all the same thing. And it was so hard. I was like, how did I ever play this? How? But I also feel like it's good to get the gaming consoles too. Because I mean, I feel like they also serve as like a DVD player if you don't have one, or a Blu-ray player. And the only thing I do like about the Switch is that you can download different apps. Like you could have Netflix on it, you could have Hulu on it, you can have all that kind of stuff. So it kind of serves like a tablet slash video game console.
Heather said the other day she made chocolate chip pumpkin bread.
Ooh, that sounds good. I need to try that one day. I made, I want to make it again because now that always almost...
She said game changer, better than banana bread.
Okay, don't say that yet because I had made chocolate banana bread with chocolate chips one time and that was good. It looked like a black lump of coal, but it was so good. Okay, almost done with one ring, guys, so almost halfway there. I want to, maybe I'll YouTube one time. I've been trying to cook more intricate dishes, like for Father's Day this year. My mom wanted to do something special for my dad. So she wanted my sister and I to do a Cuban dish, like each of us make a Cuban dish for Father's Day. So I had made ropa vieja that came out really good. I think I need to tweak it a little, but it still came out pretty good for me making it for the first time. And, oh, you forgot this one. That one too, sir. And so that came out good. So I'd like to show that. It's one of those recipes that takes a while. It's not something you can just whip up in 30 minutes. Like, it needs to marinate for some time. But the end result's super good. And it's perfect with white rice or black beans, whatever you want. I've always wanted to make, because Hillary's the one that brought me to the teriyaki chicken, the very teriyaki sauce, or very, very teriyaki. Remember when I was like going crazy looking for that stupid sauce? Mm-hmm. And it was in the freaking barbecue aisle the whole time. I still haven't been able to make my teriyaki like she does. So I don't know how she does it differently than I do, but maybe she just marinates hers longer. I'm not sure, but I need a refresher one of these days. But I think she tried killing me one time because I think they put red flakes in it, and I was like, oh yes, Hillary's teriyaki chicken. And so I took a big bite and I was like, oh my god, like this is freaking hot.
She sent you a picture.
Of what? Oh, like to my phone? Oh yeah, hold on. Ah, it's looking real cute. Hillary's wreathing too. You didn't even look at it, alright?
I saw it in the screen. I can see it through the screen.
Oh. Okay, we're almost done with this side, guys. Look how good it's starting to look. It's gonna look really cute once all the decorations are on. So let's try to finish this one side up. Okay. And just as a refresher, I'm gonna go over the pattern I'm using again, just in case. Again.
She said, I know you and spicy things.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sensitive. I've been really trying, though. I've been trying to venture out and nut up and eat spicy food. What the heck did you do this one? Oh, there it is. Okay.
How did I know that was going to come eventually?
Well, because it was just one string, so I was like, dang, did you cut it off? Okay. could probably add a little more because I still got a little more space in between here. Probably add 1 or 2. So I'll do that. But so far, let me see how many I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 purple. So let me cut that up for the next wreath. So I have 7, then I need 14 pieces. Am I gonna have enough? Oh no, I got a whole nother roll. Okay. Whew. Always buy more than what you think you need. That is my opinion. I can't read your handwriting. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. So just to reiterate what I'm doing, I'm almost completed with this side, but I still got a little bit of space. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in with a couple more colors. But for the most part, I know exactly how many purple I'm gonna need. I know more or less how many of the ribbon bundles I'm gonna need and how many black I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut those up. And as I'm going along, Ori's gonna help me wrap them up and stuff like that. So I'll just do a little refresher on how to wrap them up in case anyone's coming in late to the game. Hold on. Sorry. Having the black ones just leaves a lot of mess behind, so it's just kind of making my legs itchy.
How long are you cutting them again?
Huh?
And how long are you cutting the ribbons again?
I'm about to go over that right now. So again, to make the bundles, I'll do another example right now. I'm gonna cut, oh, here. Nat's calling me, can you answer? Okay. I'm gonna make 2 bundles. I'm gonna cut, these are about 5 inches long. If you prefer them thicker, you can definitely do them thicker, but I kind of liked how the 5 inches came out, or the 5.5 inches. So I'm gonna cut these approximately 9 inches wide. So I kind of just eyeballed it with the ribbon, but I kind of know, like, based on my hand, it's just a little bit more past my thumb. So more or less it's about 9 inches. So you're gonna cut 2 pieces of these. And then you're gonna flip it this way. And then you're gonna roll it up like a little taquito flauta type thing, so where it looks cute like this. And then, now she's making me nervous. She shouldn't have sent me that. My sister sent me a picture that she's watching me, so shout out, yo. All right, continue on. So I'm gonna keep wrapping these up.
And then Hillary said I should do a cooking tutorial on teriyaki chicken.
Yes, please do. So then if I forget something, I can always have something to refer back to. Okay, so after you roll up 2 of these little bundles, you're gonna get the pipe cleaner that's cut in half, and you're gonna wrap it around, and then you're gonna pull. So like these are folded in half. Oh shoot, pulled way too hard. So you're gonna get it in the middle, pull tight, and then twist it 2 or 3 times, and then you get this magic. So I'm gonna cut myself 1, 2, 7 of those. So I'm gonna have to cut 14 of those 9-inch pieces to get 7 bundles. So I got 2 down. So that means 10 more to go. Hold on. Oh dang, these things have staples in them. It's kind of dangerous. All right, continue on.
But did you hurt yourself?
No, I did not. My mama didn't raise no. So that's 1 piece. Throw that away. Open up the new roll. So do you guys have a favorite holiday? Or wait, did people already answer that? Was it Christmas?
I think you more asked if they were gonna like try to do anything or a specific holiday.
Yeah. Sorry. When you open up these new rolls, just keep an eye out because these come up with a lot of tape in them sometimes, so it's kind of hard to miss it unless you know you're looking for it. Sorry, again, I know this is probably not the interesting part or anything like that, but this is, like I said, this is the most time-consuming part of the project. So if it's something that, like, you want to plan out a lot better and you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to cut it up and make bundles today, and then tomorrow I'll just put together whatever you were able to make yourself, then go for it, because I think that's a lot easier to do and a lot less time-consuming, because it's just, once it's all done, it's so easy to put these little bundles together. Luckily, the first time I made it, the one that I had made my mom, I had help making the bundles, so it went by a lot quicker than it is right now.
I just put it there again.
Oh, you're putting in the picture of the wreath I made? Yeah, even though the pumpkins are kind of an odd shape, it still worked, and it looked really, really cute, so if pumpkins are more your thing or scary signs are more your thing, you can definitely do either one. I had some friends liking the ghost one, so I'm gonna try my hand at that. Even though I'm probably not gonna cut the wreath to that one. I still think it'll be like just a cute little one. It won't be as big as this is, but.
And Hillary said, Christmas.
Christmas? I do like Christmas too. You know what? I'm not a huge Hallmark person. I know my friend Annie is. I do like my occasional Lifetime, but that's just Lifetime. It doesn't have to be like anything holiday related. I just like Lifetime every now and then. But I do enjoy Christmas. I just think Halloween. I think I just enjoy being scared, so that's why Halloween's one of my favorites. Sorry, I'm gonna check a text message real quick. Hi, Mom. You better have hung your wreath now and send me a picture because I want to see it. I know it's still September, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hillary said Apple or Android, and we'll be watching the Apple release of the new iPhone. I mean, let's be dealt. What else could they do?
I mean, it's always. I feel like with the Apple update, honestly, I just wanted my little emoji faces to like work like everyone else's. Like I thought that was really cool, but I just feel like I'm just.
Said she loves watching the Hallmark movies.
Oh yeah, same here. I don't know. I just feel like everything's so catered to Apple that it's just so much easier to have Apple. Like I've gone back to Android, and then I was like, okay, no, I think I'm for real over this, and then I'll go back to Apple. But I don't have any of the extra accessories. Like I don't have the.
And she said, "Will you be watching the?"
I didn't even know it was coming up, so now I'll keep an eye out for it. That wasn't. I usually watch those like YouTube videos after it's already been posted. But if I got, is it supposed to show tomorrow? Is that what she said?
I don't know.
Well, depending on when it shows, if I'm at my computer, I'll definitely like to check in on it.
Not an Apple person.
Does anyone listen to like podcasts or anything like that? And if you do, like what kind of podcast are you guys leaning towards? I'm more of a unsolved mysteries type of gal. It's kind of, I don't know if that's creepy, but one time my dad had walked into my office while I was listening to how a murder had happened, so it was very detailed, and he was like, what the heck are you listening to? But that stuff just kind of interests me.
I don't think that's his voice.
Huh?
I don't think that's his voice.
Might not be his voice, but I couldn't do his voice even if I wanted to. But whatchamacallits, I think if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now for a career, then I think I would have liked to been in that type of field, like helping solve unsolved murders or dead files or something like that. Like I think that would have been a cool
Cold cases.
Yeah, cold cases. I think that would have been cool. I just don't know personally if I could like see bodies and crime scenes. That I don't know. I would hope I could because I think that's a big part of it. But I think that would just be really, really cool. I think that's just so, like, if you're that person that solves something, you're just like, dang, like, I bet that feels so good.
Everyday life and mommy life.
Okay, I can see that. I listened to Kid Craddock in the morning, and there was this girl on there named Jenna Owens that started her beauty line called Fitish. So it's like CBD infused beauty products. So I started, she had said that she was leaving the show and pursuing her business.
Funny mommy moments.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes I like to watch those YouTube videos of like parent fails or like super parent moments where like, what was it? Like a dad could be asleep on the couch and they have like a nanny cam at home and the baby's about to fall off the couch. And while he's asleep, he already has his like arm out catching the baby. It's like, holy crap. It's just like, it's superpowers. So those are always fun to see. Or like when the baby's like swinging and they're about to fall out the swing and he's just there just in time. He like dives out of nowhere, like that kind of stuff.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I listen to the Fitish podcast. So they just kind of talk about life. They talk about business. They talk about all sorts of stuff. Like they're both in 2 different chapters in their lives. Like JC is a dad of 2 kids. And so he kind of talks about balancing life, work, and children and all that jazz. And Jenna is more like in her early to mid 30s, you know, with a boyfriend that she's real serious about. She hasn't had kids yet, but she's, you know, pursuing her business. So she's doing like 2 completely different views, but it's just, I kind of like listening to what other people had to go through as far as business, as far as life. Like it's just, all that's interesting to me. So they just kind of talk about everything in general. And then the podcast I listen to for Unsolved Mysteries is called Crime Junkies. And then I also, what are other podcasts I listen to? Let me look real quick. I started listening to, since Halloween's around the corner, I try to find some scary ones. I remember my mom and I had gone to Rockport one time, and when we were driving back, I was just skimming through Scary Story podcast, and there was one that the illustrator was like getting really into the story. That's a big part of it. You have to find a good illustrator. If they're not like changing their voice or going along with the music, or narrator, sorry, then it doesn't help the story whatsoever. But this one in particular, there was sound effects, you could hear feet, they changed the voices of the characters, so like it was cool to follow along. And at one point, I don't remember if it was like the door had slammed or something, but me and my mom both jumped and I was like, dang, like it just kind of leaves everything to the imagination, and I kind of enjoyed that, so that was fun. So I'm always on the lookout for scary stuff. But I've also been wanting to get into audiobooks, because since I drive a lot, I feel like I don't always have the time. Not that I don't have the time to read, but sometimes I'm just too lazy, or I just don't want to read because I'll probably just fall asleep or something. But I do want to try audiobooks, but every time I've looked into audiobooks, I just can't stand the person that's reading. I just don't like their voice. I'm like, okay, I already know where this is gonna lead. I'm gonna either fall asleep for sure, or it's gonna be super boring, or it's just not gonna be as well as I can make it up in my mind to be. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of picky about that. Like I've been wanting to listen to all the Harry Potter books. What else? I don't know. Does anyone read? Does anyone have any good books they recommend? I'm almost done with the ones that I had purchased, so I got one more to read. I got one that I'm probably still like 50 pages shy of finishing, and then I have another one that's another murder mystery book. So you can kind of tell I've been on this murder mystery kick for a while. A lot. So we just finished the purple, so now we're about to do the ribbon one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll need about 6. So we got 2 down. And hold on, I'll tell you right now.
And Hillary said, what do you think about Midnight from the Twilight Saga? She hasn't read it personally.
I've never read any of the Twilight books. That wasn't anything I was ever really into, to be honest. Like, I remember those books being super popular when I started college, my freshman year. I remember that was like the thing to read. I remember all the girls were reading it, but I just wasn't into it. I don't know why. But I also think it's kind of hard, like once you watch the movie, it's not going to be the same. But I always think that the books are better than the movie. But it's like, now that you know what happens, is it worth reading it?
Usually they have things that weren't mentioned in the movies.
That's true. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 8. Oh no. So I'm gonna have to do another one. These things kind of hurt. Like, even the mesh, if it's just right, they poke you real good. You wouldn't think this would hurt, but it kind of does.
These flash wires hurt.
But this is like plastic. That's one thing I do want to get. I saw other YouTube videos where people were making these, and they had like a mat that had all the numbers and measurements on it, and it was just a lot easier to cut on. I was kind of nervous about doing it on the table. This is a glass table, so that's why I wanted to use like something to cover it. I had another tablecloth, but I couldn't find it for the life of me. So it is what it is.
Liliana says hi.
Who?
Liliana.
Hey, Lil. I was just talking about us getting our nails done. Actually, I had broken my nail earlier, my thumbnail, but luckily I Gorilla Glued it back together, so I should be good for this weekend. I was telling you that day, I have been having really weird luck lately, so at least it didn't fall off.
She said, a little late, sorry. Oh my god, no.
No, I saved it. It's all good. Thanks for stopping by.
Depends on what save is.
Yeah, look, I did pretty good. It looks like it never happened. That's all I care about.
She said, yes, you need to take it easy until Saturday.
I promise I will make it there alive. Did you see how I did it with the ribbons before, or no?
What do you mean?
Do you want, because I need you to roll some up with ribbons.
No. They always pay attention.
Okay, do you want me to show you again? Okay, I'll just show it to everyone. So, okay, this is how I make them. So after I cut it up, again, about 5 inches. These are about 5 inches. This should have been 5 inches, but I couldn't find it in black, so I'm kind of makeshifting it. So it's about 5 inches, 9 inches wide. Turn. roll it up like so. Okay, hold that. Are you paying attention over so you can do the rest of them? Okay. Hold that. Make a little baby X. You're gonna get the ribbon, pinch in the middle, stick here, half a pipe cleaner, fold here. Then you have just the wire sticking out, and you're just gonna pull and twist like 2 times. That's what it's gonna look like. It'll look prettier later. Right now it just looks a little wonky, but that's what it's gonna look like. So let me get over all settled up so you can help me catch up a little bit so I can just work on cutting.
So Hillary said that's too funny. Been trying to watch out for my nails since I'm not used to having my nails done.
It had been, honestly, it's been a while for me too. I think that's why I broke them so fast, because like I was telling you, I use my hands so much, so I'm loading up my truck and unloading all the time. So I just lazily just went like, and it just nicked my thumb, and it was like a soap opera moment. I was like, no! Like, I literally got this done 2 days ago. Okay.
You made this one roll.
Huh? Yeah. They're supposed to be 9 inches, bro.
I feel like the other ones were this one.
Oh, wait. I don't know if anyone answered this question or not. I can't remember. My question earlier was, what was the last movie you had seen in the actual theaters? Because Elmer and I last week went to go watch Tenet. Oh, I have another question because we were talking about this. Was it last week about the spirit animals? If you were a spirit animal, what would you be?
Just
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how. And I know this isn't, like I said, it's probably not that interesting watching me cut stuff, but if there's anything that you guys ever find on Pinterest that you're like, oh, I think Rocky can do this, just send it my way, because I'm up for a challenge. So if it's something I can definitely do, I'll try it out. Yeah, that looks good. So I need you to make, hold on.
And then Hillary said, so I find that making the round frame wreath, I use 4 to 5 rolls of mesh.
Of this thickness or smaller than this?
And then Hillary said, I can't remember the last movie I watched at the movies.
I can't remember the last. Oh, the one I had watched before Elroy. I had gone with Dina and Katie because I think.
You watched me in the movie theater?
Huh?
You watched me in the movie theater?
No. Katie had some kind of pass one time, and it was a movie theater closer to our side of town. So it was called The Hunted or something like that, where the premise of the movie was rich people hunt. I don't want to say poor people because that's not right. It's just rich people hunt people. Like, they select people that they want to hunt. So I think that was the last one I had watched before Tenet. But you'd be surprised. Actually, movie theaters are super empty. So if you really want to go to a theater, if there's a movie that you want to go see, you can definitely just take like Lysol spray or something, and you'll be fine.
And then Lil said, girls say no more, I'm going to look for stuff for you to make. And I also said I hated that movie, I fell asleep.
Oh, Tenet?
No, well, I think The Hunted?
Hunted?
I'm not sure.
Hunted was kind of... I mean, I enjoy Hunted. I think Hilary Swank kind of played a weird character because I expect more from Hilary Swank. So, oh yeah, sorry. Let me cut these up. Okay. There's that one.
And Heather said, I'm trying to think what movie I saw last. can't remember.
Have you guys seen the Mulan movie yet? I don't know if you guys have Disney Plus or not, but... And I know it was like a $30 deal to watch it. I know a lot of people were not happy about it because it wasn't going to be like the Mulan that we know. But I still thought it was pretty good.
Mixed reviews.
You know what? I enjoyed it because I think they were... My opinion is that they're trying to respect the culture, and I definitely saw that in the movie. It wasn't all like freaking Eddie Murphy in the background and stuff. Like, I think that probably would have ruined it. But I did like it. So if you're questioning it, I don't want to ruin it. But it's not a love movie. It's more about like family and honor and being true to yourself and your capabilities. Like, they definitely kind of like made their own version of Mulan, but they more or less followed the story of it. So I did enjoy it.
I heard it was getting a lot of flack because there's a crisis going on in China right now where the Chinese government is throwing Uyghurs into prison/concentration camps.
They're throwing what?
Uyghurs. They're just a certain type of like Chinese Muslims, I believe, is the simplified version of it.
Okay, so it's a religion group. Okay.
Sort of, yes. And they were throwing them in certain areas, and where they filmed is where they've been throwing the Uyghurs. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, the girl who plays Mulan, mm-hmm. she came out very pro Hong Kong government, and the people were not excited about that.
You know what?
A lot of the stuff that the Hong Kong government have been doing has been very, very frowned upon.
Ah, that's
by
just...
all kinds of world leaders.
Okay, how many did you make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, I remember you. I mean, you had to have seen the Hong Kong protests and everything like that.
I need to make 2 more.
So it's not good what they're doing over there.
Yeah, no. That's just sad. It's just like one thing that I try to stay away from is political stuff, because I feel like it's everywhere that doing this or...
Hillary, honestly, the last time I remember was when we went with the girls as a group, but I can't remember the movie. And she also said I had Disney Plus, but I haven't watched it yet. I haven't heard it was good. I'll still watch it though.
What did we watch as a group? What movie would we have watched? I feel like it either would have been girls' night, like a bachelorette night movie, or I know it would have been a chick flick for sure. I just can't think of it. I want to say it's the one with Scarlett Johansson, but I don't know if was that long ago? It might have been. It might have been, because I feel like the last movie we all saw together. I think it might have been that one. Yeah, I saw another post, like not related to Hong Kong or anything, but I saw another post that Warner Brothers is under fire because the guy that played, I don't remember his character name, but the one that played like the super mechanical guy in Justice League, like the robot guy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know exactly what had happened, but I guess he had spoke out about how they were treated on set and how he doesn't care if this ruins his career in the future, but he's like, it's not right to be treated like this. So I know that was happening. I know I saw something about that. I hadn't heard of it before, so I don't know much about it to speak more on it, but I did hear about that because I think I saw it on Jason Momoa's Instagram post that he was supporting his coworker.
I know they're coming out with not the remake, but like the original version of that Justice League as well too.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited for the next Wonder Woman. I was like, heck yeah. I didn't know that they were going to make another one, but when I saw the previews to it, I was like,
Are you kidding me? It's been like they've been pushing that movie for a long time.
No, I didn't know. I just feel like sometimes too much time passes and you're like, oh, it's not gonna happen.
Because they made the trailer like not long after the original Wonder Woman.
Oh, I didn't know that. They always do
Or they
that though.
talked
They always
about
do
saying
like
that they were
little
gonna make it.
teasers, but it's like, okay, 5 years later.
I mean, it takes a long time to film movies, especially a lot of CGI movies.
Yeah.
You saw how long it took me to edit a 5-minute clip, much less hours and hours and hours of video.
That's what these people made a career out of though, so you would think.
So you gotta put more work into it. then people like you go to the movie theater. That sucked. That was the worst special effects I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it makes you appreciate, like, I was watching, I don't know if you guys like this movie, but the old Clash of the Titans, I don't remember who the main character, or what the main actor's name is, but the original Clash of the Titans, back in, like, what, the 60s, 70s, something like that?
Probably.
You watch that, and you watch the special effects, and it's so freaking funny, you're like, dang, like, as a kid, I remember watching this movie, and I'm like, holy moly, look how big that... oh my gosh, what was the monster in it? The Kraken. Look how big the Kraken is, and it's all like super fake looking and stuff. So, how far everything's come. Games, movies, everything. Like, we lived through it all. Like, we were the generation that didn't have any technology whatsoever, and that's all these newer generations know. They don't know life without it.
Sound like an old white lady on her porch.
Do I?
They don't know anything about it. Just need to wave a broom.
Alright. So while he's wrapping up those last ones, I'm going to finish off this side and finish wrapping a couple more to finish. So, I want to get to my favorite part, decorating.
I'm doing the dirty work.
Mm-hmm. You're doing the fun part.
The grunt work.
In case you guys want to follow along, just to reiterate, I had a pattern to this, so I make one that's just 2 rolls of purple, one that's 2 rolls of black, and one that has 2 rolls of black with a ribbon on it. And so I just alternate the colored ones, meaning the ones with the ribbon, and the one that is actually colored with the black. So I'll do black, purple, another black, and then this, and then I'll just keep repeating it till I finish. Oops. Does anyone like watching Dancing with the Stars? I forgot that it was showing yesterday, and I saw that Carol Baskin, not that I'm rooting for her, but I do want to see her short-lived career on Dancing with the Stars. So I do kind of want to tune in and see what was going on with that. And I also saw that the guy from John Tucker Must Die was a part of the show as well.
John Tucker?
The guy that was on John Tucker Must Die.
Yeah, actual John Tucker?
Yeah, actual John Tucker. Not little Tucker. Actual John Tucker.
I mean, there's not only 2 guys in the film.
Yeah, but the only 2 Tuckers.
I know, I'm just saying, when you said John Tucker, so I asked the John Tucker.
The John Tucker. Who else did I see on there that was... Oh, has anyone been watching that new Cobra Kai? I know my mom's been like zooming through it, so she's already like probably done with both seasons, but I've only seen 1 episode of season 1. So I think you're done with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into it yet. Again, I'm doing, like I mentioned before, you don't have to do it like this. I just like the color along the black sign just to give it a pop. So I'd have purple, black, and then I'm adding a ribbon, and I'm putting it in between, out of these 4 rings, I'm putting it between 2 and 3. So I'll flip it this way so you can see. So with these pipe cleaners, I'm putting 1 outside 2 and 1 outside 3. Oh shoot, I'm doing it backwards. My bad. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just twist it on the other side. So I'm gonna put it back to where I can see it a little better. Does anyone ask any questions?
Lilian said, laugh out loud, Kyle binged it, but I haven't.
Yeah, I'd say Elroy did too.
Finished in about 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah, it's just after the first, honestly, I guess acting has changed a lot too. That I'm looking at them, I'm like, God, like, I used to like this, what the heck? They're not really good actors. It's really cheesy. And not Lifetime cheesy, it's just cheesy.
Not quite D-list, more like B-list.
Mm-hmm.
Are you up to actually play Fall Guys again?
Or are you talking about after this?
No, just saying in general.
In general, yeah, I played again. It was fun. I just don't have the patience to do it as long as you do. Like, if I'm not doing well, then I'm like, that's it. I just can't play.
What about if you did approach life like that all the time? I didn't build this house right on the very first try. Screw it, demolish it, never build another one again.
Now you're bringing real world stuff into a game.
I didn't make this wreath perfectly on the first try. I'm never making another one.
Why do you think I practiced before I decided to go live? I'm not gonna suck at something and be like, oh, never mind, let's trash this idea.
Wreath again.
You know what I really want to take once all this is over? I've been interested to take. I've been wanting to do a mixology class because I would like to know how to make cocktails, or I guess just learn kind of like the whole wine tasting deal we did. I don't really know much about that stuff, so I kind of like taking those classes so that way I can figure out like, oh, okay, I do like this. It's not just a word to me, like I can figure out if it's something I like or not. So I'd like to do mixology so I can know like, oh, what's a good tequila to buy, what's a good whatever. I just know what kind of drinks I like.
Usually that's enough to figure out what you do and don't like, or what kind of tequila and stuff like that you like.
Yeah.
What is your drink of choice then?
I am a wine person, but if I didn't have that, I do. I usually like all the drinks my mom likes, so I like to have tequila. She can use soda water. I still need Sprite. I feel like it's too strong if it doesn't have a little bit of sweetness to it. What's your drink of choice, Silver? Margarita?
Probably.
Yeah, you're a margarita guy.
Maybe a mojito.
A mojito. I'm gonna cut up a few more black, so that way Ulrich can help me out with this. These are the black ones are the ones you need more of, because these are the fill-ins. The color ones, you won't. If you're doing it like this, you'll probably need less than 10 on each side. So it would be wise to cut up about 20 of each. No, not 20 of each. How many did I cut for the orange? Cut 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so I've cut about 5 of the ribbon ones, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of these. So you can have about 10 of these and 14 of the color ones, and that helps you, so you're not wasting time making stuff you don't need. Has Hillary sent an updated picture of her wreath yet?
No, she has not.
Are you adding anything to the middle hill, or is it just, are you just decorating the outside of it? Oh man, this kind of gets tricky. I wish I had more space.
You wish you had more space than our big ass table?
Yeah, I just need more space this way. It's kind of hard to do it on a round table. What are you typing over there?
Nothing. Just tweeting.
Okay. Can you wrap more of these up for me
Mm-hmm.
while I keep cutting? Do you have more pipe cleaners or no?
No, you're not.
Well, the pipe cleaners, I don't know if I showed this before, but you just take the pipe cleaner and fold it in half and then cut it. That's what I've been using to tie all this up together. And the scissors I'm using are actual fabric scissors. They tend to be a lot sharper and they're just easier to use and stuff like this.
You're eating your grapes?
No, I still got a decent 2 swigs left. Like big swigs.
Who gave you that?
Cindy did. Cindy and Ryan. That was my birthday gift. That's real cute, but Hillary said she could put my name on it.
These are the non-ribbon ones?
Mm-hmm. They're just plain black. So all you have to do is roll up the 2 and then tie it together. Gosh, these are easier.
How much money am I getting for this?
$0.00.
So just like everything else.
Mm-hmm.
How are your arms?
Hmm?
How are your arms
What do you mean my arms?
from today?
feeling it right now. I'll probably be sore in a couple days. That's when I'll feel it. So I'm not excited for leg day because that's the one that usually I won't be able to boogie on the dance floor, man.
Like you always do.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been waiting for.
Where's what's your phone sitting on?
Bandana.
How many you got left?
I'm gonna give you these and I'm gonna see how far I can get. Because for sure with the ribbon and the color I should have enough, but I don't know how many of the black I'm gonna need. So how many have you made so far?
I don't know, I think 3.
Okay, so that'd be 4 or 5. I'll probably cut up a few more strips.
2 or 3, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you.
I do enjoy making these. It's all the little stuff. I just like putting it together and decorating. It's all the preparing that I'm like, not my favorite. Is there somewhere you want to travel to, like in the States, that you haven't been to yet?
That would be. I mean, pretty much I'd be okay with going almost just about anywhere.
But there's somewhere you haven't been that you're like, that's one state I haven't been to.
I do hear good things about Colorado. Colorado just seems like a good state to visit just about any time of year. Like, yeah, it'd be cold,
Yeah,
but it's still like
that's one of my.
a lot of fun to go there because I feel like you could get a good hit of each season. And it would be.
I would want to be around snow. Like that's what I would want to do if I went
And
to
I feel
Colorado.
like it's not like the extreme snow that you might get in the far north or like Canada. It's just like that fun snow. This is all has no basis or any kind of fact, but I just feel like it's that fun light snow that's not too hot, not too cold.
The snowball hits your face and
Not
it's
too
like a
much.
cloud or cotton candy. Yeah, right. That still hurt.
Still what?
Hurt.
Hurt or hurt?
Hurt. It'll still hurt.
So which one's worse?
What?
Which one's worse, hurt or hurt?
I guess hurt, because then it's like, oh, that hurt. That means that it was really bad.
So you had to between 1 and 10. What's hurt? What's hurt?
I don't know. Now you're getting way too into it. You're just.
I'm just forcing you to define your weird accent.
I never think. I feel like people never think they have an accent, and then it's like they say one word that it's like, why did I say it like that? Hurt. Hurt, hurt, hurt. What's another word that you always make fun of me for that I say weird?
The English language.
No, I think you make fun of me for shoot.
Make fun of you for shoot. But mostly because I hear myself say it as well now too, sometimes.
It's contagious, isn't
And I do
it?
hear how Sam described you say it.
Yeah, Colorado's definitely one of the places. I still have not been to New Orleans, so that's also on my list of places to go. I want to see Chicago. I want to go to maybe Boston. I think I remember seeing Jenny post pictures of Boston and it looked really, really pretty. And I definitely want to go back to Nashville and go check out all the museums and stuff like that. Where else would I want to go?
Catherine is saying hello. Hey, Catherine.
Hey, what's up, little beast?
Finally made our way over to YouTube. Except this is more Rock's territory than it is mine.
Yeah. I am totally loving the new tie-dye shirts you're having, so I'm excited to get one once they're ready for purchase. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
It's Catherine. Twitch Catherine.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Katie.
No. Twitch
Okay,
Catherine.
my bad. Sorry, Catherine. I had another friend named I have another friend named Catherine too, so I got mixed up. My bad.
No, I haven't seen your vids. She's asking. Which ones? You talking about just like your YouTube vids? I've been busy setting all this up and setting up my channel as well. I have not had the time. Yeah, I know you do. I just haven't had the time. Or I guess it would more be me. I'm the one who tends to watch streams. Rock just works a lot, so she doesn't have a whole lot of time to do it. But no, I have not seen your YouTube streams yet. I was like having trouble with YouTube. I was trying to start this stream up, and it was like you have to wait 24 hours, and I'm like I've been waiting way more than 24 hours. What's going on here? So then I finally got lucky enough to set up. I was streaming on my PlayStation just to mess around, and it finally let me do it. So that's the only reason we were able to pull this one off. Hey Tyrone. Wait, oh no, it's day off. It's his day off. Nice.
Everyone loves a day off.
Bear is doing good. He is behind Rocky, so you can't see him.
No, he's not behind me anymore.
Oh, he's not behind you?
He should be behind you. Yeah, he's in his little nook.
Oh yeah, he's in his little corner behind me. He
had his appointment today, but he was a little angel. Everything came out great. They were saying for his age, he looks great. So that's all I can ask for. I just want a happy. Oops, that one fell. I just want a happy pup. He gained 4 pounds.
I thought you said a pound.
4 pounds. He was 42 pounds, and he was 46 and a half when they weighed him.
That's what you get for all the broth.
You know what? My baby eats whatever he wants.
Raquel most definitely is. She's asked if you were looking forward to Halloween.
Oh, Halloween is my jam. That's my favorite holiday. Like, if I could celebrate anything, it's this. Like, I will spend whatever I have to for my costume to look like on point. But I never, don't get me wrong, I like to look cute in some instances, but most of the time I want to look super terrifying. So that's kind of what I go for. I want to scare people.
I enjoy just scaring kids. So I do enjoy Halloween a lot. It is one of my favorites. But I just like doing it to scare kids.
Okay.
Yeah, she's getting better at it. She said you're making wreaths.
Yeah, this is my second one I've made. Elroy can post a picture in a second of the first one I made that I gifted to my mom. It was real cute. It was a little pumpkin one. A lot of it I had purchased at the dollar store, so it's really affordable. The only thing that I wasn't able to find, unfortunately, was all like the mesh pieces like this, so I had to actually buy that at Hobby Lobby and Michael's, so it's a little more expensive over there, to be expected, but they always have coupons, so there's always ways to work around it.
I'm not sure if Hobby Lobby or
Or where?
And
Oh, but I mean, your average craft stores are always going to be more expensive than like the dollar store.
no, I don't know if they're actually up there. I don't know. I think Hobby Lobby has a good chance of being up there, but I don't think Michael's would go all the way up there.
I have no idea. I take for granted everything we have in Texas. Like, I think everywhere has an H-E-B, and then I go to Nashville, and I'm like, where's H-E-B? What's a Kroger? Like, what's a, you know what I mean? There's a Piggly Wiggly? What the heck? So.
Spiral's doing good. We finished it, though. We've moved on. We played, I was trying to do Bioshock, but it doesn't let you stream it, so there goes that idea. And we have moved on to
A scary game.
Yes, a scary game. We streamed it last night. I'm going to stream it again tomorrow, finish it up. I'd say I feel like we're about like halfway through the game.
What chapter did you get to?
Doesn't really say.
But it tells you.
No, not really. What are you up to in GTA?
Just a quick update. This is where we're at this point. Is it upside down? Yes, it is. That's where we're at this point. So this is what it's starting to look like. This side's like nice and full and pretty tight for the most part. So I'll have plenty of space for wiggle room to add in all the extra little decor I got. So actually, you know what? I should probably plug in my glue gun so I can start getting melted. So let me do that. Okay, that's on.
That's good. We finished Spyro. We are playing scary games.
Oh, and the reason why I was saying Little Beast, because that's Katie's clothing, workout clothing. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the word.
Because you said tie-dye, I'm just confused.
Yeah, well, she's starting to come out with tie-dye stuff, and it looks really, really cute. So once she was posting those for sale, I wanted to purchase one.
Catherine asked what we were dressing up as.
I haven't decided. Well, that's a lie. I want to be a scary clown. I do not know what Elroy wants to be, but it also just kind of depends on if Halloween is allowed this year in our city, because there's still a chance that it might not be. So, I mean, we could always just get it for another year, but I really, really want to dress up as a clown. Not like Pennywise. I wanted to do my own version of a clown. A scary clown, I should say.
I just dress up as whatever scares kids. I'm tall, fairly big.
Yeah, we're that house now in the neighborhood that I'm the one giving out candy, so I'm like the welcoming face, and they're like, where is he? I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. That dude. I'm like, I plead the fifth. I have no idea what you're talking about. So that's always fun, and I feel like these past couple of years, he's been able to like have different hiding spots, so he's been able to get people really good. But I feel like last year, I feel like everyone just starts really early, so it's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard to do it at night, because I understand people have little ones, so they just want to do it during the daytime, because I understand it's dangerous at night, people crossing streets, not paying attention, all that jazz.
Well, it wasn't last year, it was on a weekday too, so.
Yeah, that's hard too, so that's why it kind of is unfortunate that this one actually falls on a weekend, and it's like,
We'll get more foot traffic on the weekend.
Yeah.
At least, definitely the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure where I'm going to hide this year.
Well, that's why I wanted to do it in the garage.
Yeah.
And try to do like a little makeshift thing.
Yeah. It's going to just be tougher.
Yeah. Okay, and just to reiterate, I am doing a pattern to this, just in case you guys are tuning in now. Can you pass those closer to me, because I can't reach them. Thanks. I'm doing a black, and then a purple, and then another black, and then one with a ribbon. So it's black, color, black, ribbon. So if you guys want to follow, if you like the way this looks, that's the kind of pattern I'm following, so you can incorporate whatever colors you want to incorporate.
Catherine asked, do both of you like going to haunted houses?
I do, he doesn't. I'm usually the one dragging him.
I am not a fan. I weirdly enjoy getting scared at like home, but I don't like going through haunted houses.
Say, I love being scared. I will pay to be scared. That's why I go see movies. That's why I go to haunted houses. That's why I do all that jazz.
I wouldn't say I hate being scared. I just don't like
That's what
haunted
you
houses.
flat out said to me. You're like, I don't like being scared.
Yeah, well, I just feel
I don't
like
see the
haunted
point.
houses-
I'm like, okay.
Haunted houses are, to me, just for some reason a different kind of scary. I don't know why. I mean, I've played like 3 scary games in a row now. Like, or not in a row, but I've played a bunch of scary games recently. So I don't know. Haunted houses don't do it for me, but I enjoy being scared or playing scary games, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking very close to the mic.
Okay. Almost done. I've probably got 2 more to add on, and then that's it. This one. Did you see that the neighbors already started decorating for Halloween?
I did.
Gosh, we have some neighbors that have like every single inflatable Halloween thing that you could imagine. Like they have it. All right. So I want to say we are done. Everything looks nice and tight and full. So this is how the wreath is looking. So now we get to go to the fun part and start. Can you see it? Yes? No? I can't see your face.
Yeah.
So this is what it's looking like, and now I'm gonna get to decorating with all the fun little stuff I have. So luckily I only had a couple of things left over, but for the most part we pretty much guessed what we needed correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch all this stuff off of here so I got some more room for everything else. So let me get this cleaned up real quick. I don't know if I want to use this or this. I'm just gonna take out a couple of stuff to see what I like better. Are you gonna hang this outside when I'm done?
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so I got a couple more things at the dollar store. So if you weren't here at the beginning, I got these little glitter spiders that came in green, orange, and purple. So I have those sitting right here. Since I already use a lot of orange and purple, I might add the green just to give it a pop of something else. And then I had also bought these rings that have a spider with a little jewel instead, just to give it a different kind of aesthetic to it. I had also purchased these really cool skulls that light up. This one, I don't want to pull the tab out of that one yet, but I believe this one's already pulled out. No, that one isn't. I'll just pull it out just so you guys can see. But this one has light up eyes and they change colors, so I thought that was pretty cool, and that was at the dollar store. So I was like, you know what, why not? So I got that, and then there was also these cool little orange pumpkins that had black polka dots on them. So I'm just gonna kind of mess around and see what I like better. So let's, oh, I forgot to mention, I also got these little cute skulls to add in there too. Let's see. I'm gonna have to sit up higher for this so I can see where everything's gonna be placed. Like this is already cute because it has a spider there, so I can just add this spider over it and give it a little color, or maybe I can put it up here. Or does that look too spidery? I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of start placing things everywhere and then just kind of go from there. Oh shoot, before I do that, let me cut the ribbons like I was supposed to. I was supposed to cut them in the ducktail. So they're gonna look like that now. I wonder if I should have done this beforehand, but I feel like it's just easier to do it now.
What's ducktail? Did you say ducktail?
Mm-hmm.
Or ducktail?
Ducktail.
Oh, okay.
Like how this one, I don't know if you can see it. This one's flat ducktails when you fold it in half like this and you cut it at an angle where the end of it is the point. Shoot, stop moving. So I kind of just cut it like this. And it's a little ducktail. I hope everyone's been able to follow along with this. I hope I'm explaining everything okay as I go along.
I don't think so. I might be following along better if I was paying attention.
Dang, I forgot to eat the ice cream. There was a ice cream truck that came by and I got super excited. I heard the music, like it was just a faint whisper in the wind, and I was like, ice cream truck's here, I'll be right back. So I had to go hunt them down. They were already around the block by the time I got there, but kids just don't know these days, man. That was like the best song in the world to hear. I know it's only Tuesday, but does anyone have any plans for this weekend? I don't know if anyone's new tuning in. I know you said Catherine's here. I'm not sure who else is still watching. My videographer is not telling me anything.
I can't tell you who's watching. I can just tell you people are watching. Unless they put a chat, I don't specifically know who is watching.
Oh, okay.
Told you that earlier. Sarcastic Sally. Stick to cutting your ribbons.
I am. I'm gonna cut your hair next. Ooh.
You can try.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have any recommendations, like, oh, it'd be easier if we saw it from this point of view or whatever, like, please let me know, because, again, I'm an amateur. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just hoping you're able to see what I'm doing, and if you have any questions, then just ask me as I'm going along so I can explain whatever I need to explain.
Annie says it looks good. Annie says it looks good.
Thanks, Annie. If you, did you ask her if she saw the signs from the beginning of the video, if she liked any of them, so I can make her one.
I believe you just did. She can hear you.
Oh. No, but did she see the signs in the beginning of the video? So if she liked any of them, then I can set one aside to make for her. If she liked them.
All I gotta do is ask.
Well, I am asking. Okay. So now all the ribbons cut to little ducktails. Perfect. Alright, so I'm kind of liking the green spiders in the wreath. I'm going to try to mess around with the little skull, see how many I'd like in there. Kind of just doing a little pattern. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna show the ducktails real quick. Let me look.
Sure. So the way I had cut the ribbon, it was flat before, so when I say ducktails, I just fold them in half and I cut it at an angle where the ends are the point. So then when you flap it back open, that's what it kind of looks like. So I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to add in a skull. If that looks too much purple, too much black. I feel like the black might be too much. Let me try an orange one. Orange looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that the color would work better because there's
one
quite a bit
purple,
of
one
black.
orange, or both orange? Let me see. I feel like I have the dollar store inventory like all of my bucks. Open your mouth. Oh shoot! It just exploded glitter. Dang it. Okay. Let me make sure. Yeah, it has a tag, so all you have to do is turn it on. 1 second. Oh, thanks, Annie. She said she had to go to bed.
I think the orange and the purple would look better than the two oranges.
You think so?
I mean, I don't have a top-down view like you do, so.
Okay. Let me do all the little ones first, and then I'll get to that. So I'm just gonna kind of move this around how I like it, and then I'm gonna start gluing these little cute things on here. You know what? I think I'm gonna try out these little gems. Let me cut out the plastic part. Okay. I think that looks kind of cute. Okay. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna put the orange one down first. Okay. Oh no. It's the only thing with glue guns. It always has like the leftovers that you gotta watch out for. Okay. Okay, I'll just leave that one there for now. Okay, you do. Now what I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of fluffing it up before I place my decorations on there, just because it'll be a little harder to do that after the fact. So I just want to make sure everything is more or less the way I want it. Oh, you know, I just thought of another place I want to go visit, but specifically for Halloween.
What's that?
I want to go to the Orlando Universal Studios for Halloween, because they do like movie quality haunted houses at their theme park.
So you say?
They do. Just look it up.
I meant some more as in like, okay. I didn't.
Okay, I want the spider to be sunken in. Okay, there's that. Let me keep messing around with all this. Remember, whenever you're hot gluing, just to kind of hold it down there for a little bit, just to give it time to cool down. You don't want to pull away too quick, and all that hard work you're doing, you're just gonna have all this glue all over the place. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Okay, got my one little skull there. I don't know if I'm gonna probably put the pumpkin. Well, the way I'm trying to decorate, yeah, I have the spider on the ribbon, but I'm kind of putting the decorations more so on like the solid colors. So that way it's around the ribbon to give it a little something. So, put the little pumpkin right there.
What have you used so far? What have you used so far?
I used a green glitter spider, a little skull. I'm doing another pattern, pumpkin glitter, and then I just do another spider and a little skull. That looks good. And at the end, I'll probably trim off a little bit of the excess just so that way it's gonna fall off anyway, so just to clean it up a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna use the skulls now because I kind of like the way it looks, but I'll make that final decision once all this little part's done. I'll be able to see it a little easier.
The hot glue gun again?
Yeah. You don't see it until it like hits the light just right, and it's just so thin, like you can't even see that. Okay, last swig of the night. Okay. Just kind of messing those around. Kind of want to be where to be seen. Okay. Now on these, I'm still kind of putting a generous amount because even though they're just like little decorations, I want to make sure that I'm not having to go back and reapply the glue later on because I find them falling off on the floor somewhere. So. We've got a few more decorations to put up on here, and then we should be done. Should have a Halloween wreath ready to go. What time is it anyways?
Almost 11.
Wow. Never mind. I said it took me, see, it makes a big difference when someone's helping me, because last time it took me about 2 hours, but my helper, I need to find a new one. I need to fire this one. He's slow.
This one is not getting paid.
No, I appreciate any help I can get because this stuff is very time consuming. That's why it's like you gotta like it, or you gotta be like me. I'm like, okay, I know once it's done it's gonna look really good, so I'm willing to put up with it. What's the matter?
You alright, bud? You just want attention?
He's probably bored. Do you need to go to the bathroom? You know what it is? Because he normally is on his bed, so it probably hurts him to lay on the floor for a long time.
He's the one who chooses to lay on the floor. His bed's right over there.
You know he has to be close. That's just his deal. That's why he needs like 8 beds. Okay. There we go. Flip this one up around. And I did a spider. Oh my gosh, did I run out of spiders? Did I run out of green ones?
I think you only had like 8.
Yeah, but where did the other one go?
Did you check underneath the wreath?
I have one right there, but I should have one more.
Right there. Or one just fell off.
Yes! Okay. Found it.
You got a pumpkin underneath the wreath, so be careful. On the top side.
again, all this is super budget friendly. The dollar store had a lot of cute things. I think the only mistake I made was I went too late. I probably should have went like September 1st to get all this stuff. But I mean,
what did it cost in total?
I mean, everything you see here, like all the decorations, like this little pack of pumpkins was $1, each skull was $1. The only thing that cost more than $1 was the, oh my gosh, I lost my mind here for a second. The mesh, but again, I got this at like a Michael's or a craft store, so they're always going to be a little more expensive. And pipe cleaners and the ribbon. The ribbon I got at a craft store too. But you could find it at the dollar store. It's not like that's not there. It's just some dollar stores have it, some don't. Sometimes you get it there just on time. Like me, I think I went too late. So luckily they still had a lot of these signs, but they didn't have any of the mesh or ribbons left. They already had the Christmas stuff out.
Christmas stuff. Jeez.
They don't mess around. I mean, they had also like Thanksgiving decorations, but I've never been one to decorate for Thanksgiving or fall. I kind of just do the big holidays usually. Okay. Again, I'm just holding this stuff here just to make sure it has enough time to cool down because I don't want to pull away too soon and ruin it.
What's left?
I just have the skull, the spider, and then if I'm gonna put these or not at the end, and then that's it.
Oh, I just wondered what you thought, where your mind was going. What you thought you were gonna do.
That's really it, I think. Because sometimes I don't, like I've seen wreaths that are like super, what's the word I'm looking for? Eccentric, but sometimes it's like, oh, that's too much, less is more kind of deal. So I don't want to over decorate it, but I do want it to look full and I want it to have cute little details in it, so. Okay, got this going. I don't know why, like I wish I could be like random, but I always just fall back into, shoot, did I want it there or did I want it there? No, I think I want it here. I always just fall back into pattern. As much as I try to be like, oh, this is so random, I'm like, oh, it's just another pattern.
How so?
Cause I was like, oh, I'll break it up with a pumpkin in between, and then it ended off with this. And I'm like, wait, that's just a pattern. I'm just doing it all over again.
I mean, sometimes pattern or where you want to be.
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you, like I said, you think you're being random, but then you're like, oh wait, no, I'm not. Okay. I'm doing my last spider, and then that should be it as far as decorations go. I'm gonna actually do that one on the ribbon. I think it'll pop against the orange background. The green. Okay.
I think you have enough hot glue gun to make another stick.
I just also try to make sure I put my fingers in the right place because I don't want the glue to disperse and then land on my finger. Because then I'll have to make that an R-rated channel. That'll hurt. But honestly, it doesn't leave that much mess behind. The only thing that was really messy was just the black mesh, but that's only because it wasn't the right size.
She says that she won't be the one to clean it up.
Okay, so that's it. So that's what we got so far. Let's shake off the excess. So I got my little spiders and skulls and pumpkins, all that fun stuff. Let me see if I'm gonna put anything else to the board before we conclude this. Let me cut these off real quick. So you thought it looked good with one purple, one orange?
Preference. But yes.
I think it looks cool too. I just don't know which one I like where.
And that one's going to be more up to you because again you have a more of a top-down view than I do.
Or I can do the black won't stand out as much, but it's kind of cool because it's sunken in. You know what? I think I kind of like the black now. I feel like it has enough color here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's going to look I guess even cooler when the lights light up because they're going to be kind of sticking out more.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's try the black ones. Let me make sure I remove the tag. Like I said, these are battery operated, so make sure you remove the tag so that way they can.
And keep it in a position where we're able to replace the batteries, I guess.
No, but that one's not turning on. Oh man. Okay, that one is a dud.
You have another black one right there?
This one's good.
The battery might just be dead.
That one's good too. Okay. Okay, I need to make sure I install it to where it's easy to turn these on. So, hang this off here for a second. Oops.
That's the orange one.
Oh. Ooh, no. Could you hold this for me? Because I can't do both. Hold it. I think I want to push it up so that way this stuff's around it. You can still get around it. It's not going to be
That's the only tough part is the end of the skull sticking out.
like that. Yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. Okay. Hold on, don't move it. Let me glue it real quick. How am I going to glue it? I guess I'll glue this because this side's touching the ribbon. So let me... Okay, wait for it to cool for a second.
What?
How's it trying to burn my fingers off? Ow! Dang it. Okay. Alright. Let that cool for a second on its own because I don't want to keep moving it because I think it'll look cool. Little mouth open. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah?
I think that's good. The skull's hard to see right well, it's hard for me to see right now, but I'm working with a smaller screen, so.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to hold it again so I can add the second one in. Okay, this is the one that turns on. Yes. Okay. so I can see. No, I mean like just hold it so I can see where the skull is, if that's where I want it. Okay, I like it right there. Okay, let me glue. Get it closer to me. I think it's not that long. That's gonna stay there. Turn it more towards me. There we go. Okay, just let that cool and melt into the mesh. Okay. Alright. I think that concludes it. Let me turn on the lights so you guys can see.
That's it.
Let me turn this on first. There we go. That's my little wreath, guys. Like I said, all the little decorations, the sign, the skulls, the spiders, everything along the wreath, that was from the dollar store. You see it now? So that's the final product. So thanks for bearing with me for a few hours. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the... What do you think? You like it?
Looks good.
You are good, right?
You did.
Not bad for Dollar Tree. Yeah, but if you guys were here, thank you so much for tuning in. I did not expect this to take 3 hours to make, but it's just one of those things. You don't expect it to, but I'm super happy with how it turned out, so it was worth it. So let me go ahead and turn these off so I can save it for actual Halloween if that happens. But thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it, and I hope you guys were able to learn a thing or two, or maybe you already knew how to make it, you just had an idea from watching me make this. If there's anything else you'd like to see or are interested in and you think I might know, please, shoot me some questions, whatever you like. And again, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, see you later.